Hey guys, hope you're well. Hope your weekend started really amazing. So basically today I want to talk about a tip that maybe a lot of you know, but maybe some of you don't. But so drawing from imagination, the first thing that pops into my mind is how large your visual library is. So basically, what I mean by visual library is like suppose when you recall something. When you recall something, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Like suppose you ask me what a bottle looks like. So in your head, you already can visualize the shape of the bottle. You can think about the elements that are on the bottle, like the cap. Nowadays, there are like lots of different types of sippers and all this. So like technically the shape, the basic idea of what it looks and how you can interpret that into your drawing. So when you're drawing from imagination, the most important thing is this visual library. Like suppose you're drawing. Just we'll take for example. Suppose you're drawing, you can usually dissect your idea into basic shapes, right? Like you can go from, like suppose you're making a character, you can divide it into cylinders, circles, and all of those basic things, right? So it is something like that only. But when you're drawing from imagination or when you're doodling, you're in the flow. You're not like sketching it out, or you're not conceptualizing anything. It's happening in real time. So I'll be drawing something now, and then I'll just be explaining what I think while I'm doing it, so you guys can get a better picture of, like, like suppose I'm drawing a head, like what kind of elements I remember about drawing a head that will directly come to my mind. And like the art style that I have, it's kind of doodly and sketchy. So right now I'm halfway through the new sketchbook. It's pretty small, so the video is not going to be that long, and I'll try to best explain what I can while going through the drawing. So let's get started. So I've decided to use these three colors. I use the pink, a red, and kind of a darker blue. So what I do first is I start just by drawing some random shapes. So now I know that okay, this is going to be kind of a frame kind of thing. So the first thing that comes to my mind is, what does a frame look like? And then after that, what I do is I incorporate whatever I have, like a style or like what I think I want to do with this. So I want this to be like a wooden organic-y frame, like something that's like a mix of like nature and what do you say, a mix of nature and like some engineered wood kind of a stuff, like something that's a mix of both. Right now I'm just working on one side of the frame. I don't know as of right now if I will continue to make the whole frame, but for now I'm feeling like I just want to keep making this. So one of the pros of drawing from imagination is like you can let loose. You don't have to think that this is going to be some concept that you need to turn into like a product or something you want to sell. It might eventually become something really good that you want to sell, but you never know till you don't finish it. So it takes the load off trying to make it perfect. Okay, so for now I am happy with this much. I don't want to exceed into making something else. So what the next thing that's coming to my mind is I want to make a head. I want to make a head on the other side. So since I'm going kind of for a frame kind of a look, what I'm going to do is I am going to try to get this head also to fit within this kind of a frame. So the weird thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this guy's hair super weird. So in your head you already know what a head looks like, right? So there is a basic hairline, the skull and everything. So right now I know where I want to take this head. So I want the head to come like somewhere halfway here. So what I'm going to do is right now this is the kind of style that I'm working with. It's a bit cartoony and a bit anime-ish. I think I'm really comfortable doing this style at the moment. So you can see I'm forming the head, so the ear is going to be here, right? So what I want to do is I want to add some like hair here. And then maybe end it somewhere here. And then go for the ear. So since we've already added the ear, now we know a basic where the mouth, nose and everything will be. So the nose will be somewhere like this here. So the thing about this is, like, suppose you know I already have the basics of anatomy. What you can do is you can already know where things will come, right? I want to give him a few wrinkles, maybe he's worried. Give him a nice bushy eyebrow. So suppose you have the basics of anatomy right, then you already know what you're going to do. But it's not that you have to get the anatomy right? It has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm drawing. But the thing is that since I already know about anatomy and it's something like when you draw as much as I have, you can't just ignore it, just comes to you. So maybe the nose could have been a little lower, but it's fine. We'll give him a pouty. So he's looking like a serious man. Now we'll give him a really funky looking chin. So these are things that you can experiment with, right? Like you'll have your own art style. I want to give him a bit of a weird beard here. So whatever your art style is, you can go with that. But the thing is, see, everything that I'm making right now is just coming to me. I am not looking at any references. I am not thinking of what I want to make with this, what product I want to do, I want to go. So this is mostly to chill and relax and not freak out every time you need to sit and draw, because eventually if you always keep conceptualizing, what will happen is you'll hit a burnout, you'll get art blocks. There are multiple things. You'll lose interest in doing art altogether, which happens to me quite often. Like I lose the interest of what I want to draw, when I want to draw. So what I've done is I just draw. I don't think. Before this I was working, so I had to think quite a lot about what I'm going to conceptualize or what I might have to draw. But right now, since I'm on my own, I'm not working for anybody, I have the leisure time to just experiment with everything. So okay, I'm done with the blue. I don't know how much more. Maybe I'll add a little shading here. So I'll add the shading later. I don't want to bore you guys with the shading. and then we'll proceed with the red. So right now I have the head, I have a frame, and then the next thing I want to draw is I want to maybe give this guy some kind of a, okay, I dropped the cam. I want to give this guy some kind of a like maybe a furry, what do you call this, like a jacket for fur. Maybe he's in a cold place. So I already know what like this fur looks like. I've seen it in movies, I've drawn it before. So see, like these things, they should just come to you. So if your visual library is compacted with things, like if you observe things a lot, so it really helps you just getting this basic thing out. Like everybody who looks at this, there are like quite a lot of possible things that someone can interpret this as. This can be like a grassy thing, like a grass bush, weird cloud. But for me, this is like a woolen neck cover, like something to cover his neck. Maybe he's in a cold place. So I don't want to complete this. What I want to draw below is I want to just create some flowery petals here. So this also just came to me. I am not planning some crazy idea in my head without informing you guys. That's why I'm drawing along, so that, and talking, so that I don't record this, so that I can record this on the go and prove my point that the visual library is one of the most important things if you're drawing from imagination. It's something that will help you just conceptualize on the go. And if you see a lot of artists who doodle, and they do the same thing. They start with an idea from one corner of the page, and then they just keep going. There is no there is thought behind it. Like if you want to have thought behind it, like a lot of people, a lot of artists make really meaningful pieces while doodling also. So they obviously have some idea what they wanted to do. It's not like they just going on and on about the art without thinking that okay, I want to do this, or I want to do that, I want to make this. So artists like that usually have a massive visual library, and they already know what they want from their art, right? So what I'm trying to stress on is like building your visual library will always help you just get into drawing. Like you will not be out of ideas, or you will not be out of concepts, because you will just be drawing. You will the concept might come later. Like I didn't know when I started the frame, I didn't know this was what it was going to look like, right? And you guys were there with me, so it's kind of a fascinating thing how just drawing from imagination can help you achieve a different level of confidence. So I want to add some kind of like just some kind of visual elements to fill up this negative space. So this is my basic concept as of now. So what I'll do is I'll finish this. You guys can stay and watch it, and you guys can like and subscribe if you like my content, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, one last thing, so basically now you see that I'm adding some elements here. So all this can be added later, once you are like happy with what you've done, or if you feel like okay, I want to take this concept forward. But the main idea was to just draw something from whatever you've gathered by observing the world around you. I hope this video can help you. I'm not sure if I could explain what I wanted to, but I hope that it is something that can help you from your art blocks or get you back into drawing. See you guys. Have a great weekend.